the darkest chapter of your life?
Pretty much, yeah. I was really down. And talagang my parents, my family, they were sobrang talagang supportive of me. Kasi my days there talaga parang tulog ako lang tulog. Yung talagang depression. I think I knew what it was like to end one's life. I never attempted it because I didn't think it was right, but I knew what drove people to do it. You know what I mean?
Narito na dumating na ang aking pinakihintay after 30 years lang naman. 30 years kaming hindi nagkita, pero ganun pa rin itsura niya. Mas lalong gumanda, mga kaibigan. Ang pinakamamahal natin, Miss Angelique Lazo, Mayuga ka na.
Yes,
okay,
that's
di ba?
right. Hi, Butch. Kino-compute ko, 30 years na pa talaga.
Yes.
Tagal na.
Yes.
Hindi ko
Kasi
ma-imagine.
mas nauna ka umalis sa ABS-CBN kaysa sa akin eh.
Yes, oo.
Oo.
Pero of course, part of our life, diba?
Oo naman.
And major impact in our careers.
It did, oo. And I will be forever grateful.
Yes.
Okay, so eto, ratsyada na tayo, ha?
Sige, game.
Okay, game. Ito, umpisa natin sa second to the hardest question. Ito na. Okay. Hindi, para maklaro na lang, once and for all. Okay. Totoo bang nagjapayuki ka?
Babalikan natin yun. And then, Japayuki kasi, ang original...
So, ang nagjapayuki ka, yes or no?
Merong ano yan eh, may context yan eh.
We will get to that. Pero yes or no muna?
Yes.
Oh, proudly.
Yes, of
Proudly,
course.
Japayuki siya.
Yes,
Okay. O
okay.
sige, paliwanag natin ngayon.
Explanation.
Okay.
Ang ibig sabihin lang kasi ng Japayuki is nagpupunta ng Japan.
Mhm.
And hindi lang ako nagpunta ng Japan, kami tumira ng Japan. So, in fact, hindi pa uso yung salitang Japayuki. Yun na kami.
Japayuki
Hindi lang
na tawag
ako,
sa'yo.
Hindi lang ako. Well, hindi siya ginagamit talaga. Yung context kasi
Okay.
eventually, di ba, parang yun na yung mga nagtatrabaho na entertainers and so forth. Pero, nung time na yun, I was a student. And my dad was working in Japan. He was an attaché. So, kasama niya kaming lahat. My mom, my brothers, and myself. So, ayun, Japayuki kami kasi madalas kaming pumupunta sa Japan, uuwi ng Pilipinas. Ayun, for the time that we were there, siguro mga 8 years kami nandun. Siyempre, uwi kami, babalik, yung mga bakasyon dito. So, pabalik ng Japan. Kaya Japayuki.
Hindi, this is something that the public may learn. Kasi, di ba, ever since, pag sinabing Japayuki, medyo masama ang connotation. Pero, totoo ba, kasi I've been to Japan only once. Like, halimbawa, isang tubero sa Manila, nagpunta ng Japan, nagtrabaho doon, Japayuki din siya.
Yes, yung technical meaning ha, na nagpupunta ng Japan.
Yun.
Nagpunta.
Okay lang. Ngayon naman, kahit sabihin pa natin, entertainer na yung mga Japayuki. I mean, sa akin lang naman, huwag nating husgahan kasi hindi natin alam ang mga pangangailangan nila, di ba?
Yes, of course. Konteksto lang talaga.
At saka ang bottom line, bagong bayani pa rin sila.
Oo naman,
diba?
Talagang sakripisyong malaki.
Oo.
Yung mga nakita ko doon sa Japan, mayroon mga workers, mga residential workers, no? Yung mga nagtatrabaho sa bahay bilang mga yaya, mga kusinera. Actually, nung time na yun nga, madami ring mga band players. Nako, sikat na sikat ang mga Filipino bands sa Roppongi, yung mga clubs dyan noon. Talagang hinahanap nila pag may Filipino band, yun ang pinupuntahan noon ng mga tao. And then later on na lang yung dumating yung mga entertainers.
Ayun.
Na kumakanta sa mga karaoke bar, di ba? O yung nag-a-assist sa karaoke bar. Yun na nga, nagkaroon na nga ng iba pang meaning. And dahil doon, naghigpit na rin ng Japan. Pero ang tagal din. Siguro more than a decade na nagpatuloy yun.
Teka, so tumira kayo sa Japan kasi your dad was a military man.
Yes, he's...
Liberato, no? Pangalan
yes, Liberato Lazo. My dad, actually, he's a Commodore, Philippine Navy. So, retired Commodore siya. Pero nung time na yon, captain pala yata siya. Captain siya. Kasi nagsimula as an assistant attaché and then na-promote as full attaché. So, 3 years as assistant, then 6 years as an attaché.
Okay. So, 4 na magkakapatid.
Yes. Yung bunso namin, sandali lang. Yung bunso namin was made in Japan.
Made in Japan.
Oo. Doon din siya pinanganak. So, ang tagal din, Yeah, 10 years.
So, ikaw locally crafted?
Ako local dito.
Oo. Saan dito?
Well, kami, Manila yung grandparents ko, so we used to stay with them. And
Saan
then,
sa Manila?
sa Santa Cruz, Manila.
Aha.
Sa may Blumentritt, malapit sa
Ayun,
Blumentritt. And then after that, nagkaroon din kami ng bahay sa Quezon City. Ayun. Pero in between then, umuwi kami. So, may time na uwi kami sa Quezon City or sa Manila, ganun.
So, tapos ang nanay mo was an opera singer?
Yes, so sa kanya ko nakuha yung hilig ko sa pagkanta.
Yeah.
Pero siya talaga, ang boses niya, yung talagang
Classically trained.
yung talagang she can break a glass, no? Ibig sabihin talagang sinanay siya sa opera singing.
Totoo ba talaga yun? Nakakabasag-baso?
Siguro yung iba. Pero her voice was really one of, at her time, no, talaga during her time, it was really highly acclaimed. In fact, meron nga siyang scholarships to Italy noon. Before she got married, pero my dad was already around. So kung hindi sila natuloy, baka malamang Italiana ako ngayon. Joke lang.
So parang siya si Fides Cuyugan Asensio na naging national artist.
Yes, si Tita Fides, nakasama din ng mami ko. At saka ako, salingkit. The first time siguro na umapak ako sa ABS-CBN was when I was a kid. Dahil merong Sunday Sweet Sunday.
Every Sunday, 12 noon.
Eksakto, kasama si Tito Jimmy Melendres. No? So silang dalawa...
Jimmy Melendres, to hindi...
Di Melendez.
Hindi ito tatay ni Aiko Melendez, ha?
Hindi. Ito yung nauna, no? Tapos actually, sila yung lead. My mom was second lead. Sinama mami ko doon. Tapos yung mga... naalala ko, nagre-recording pa doon sa recording studio. Tapos pag Sunday, naka-costume pa kami. Kasi depende. Para siyang mga musicals na pwede mo mapanood sa teatro, pero ito nilalabas doon sa programang yan. So it's very educational.
Pero ang ABS-CBN noon that time, nasa Bohol na.
Yes, oo.
Pero bagong-bago.
Bago pa siya noon.
Bagong-bago siya.
Alam ko, ang lamig-lamig na nung aircon niya noon. Talaga lagi kaming balot na balot.
Yun na nga. Tapos, so eventually, from nag-aral ka sa Japan, you went to Sophia University, di ba?
For 1 year in college.
Tapos,
kasi nung high school, international school ako.
Okay.
Sa Seisen
Sa
International
Japan.
School. Oo. Nasanay din ako doon sa theater, at saka sa choir. Kasi yung boys international school doon, halos kapitbahay lang nung school namin na all girls. So pag may mga choir, joint kami. Dahil wala silang mga babae, kami walang lalaki. So nag-join yung aming forces. So meron kaming parang boy-girl choir. So, female and male choir.
And then, nung nag-Ateneo ka, Ateneo Glee Club
naman.
naman.
Yes, Ateneo naman, to pursue my comm arts degree. Siyempre, music talaga is in my blood eh.
By the way, we are in PTV4.
Yes, we are at the studio of our newscast.
Pagkatapos, pero dito ka unang nagtrabaho. Ano siya? MBS4 pa ba siya nung araw?
Yes, Maharlika Broadcasting
Maharlika
Center.
Broadcasting.
For,
system.
Yes. Nung time na yon, nag-aano pa ako. Actually, pa lang ako, trainee. Pero, I think our boss then, Mr. Jess Matubis, probably
isa sa pinakamahusay yun.
Of course, ang galing-galing niya. Well, magaling siya kasi napansin niya ako. Joke. Actually, siguro may nakita nga siya sa akin, And nung merong nag-audition nun, I think it was Ces Drilon was auditioning at that time. And then, sinabi nila ni Mr. Jess, sige, isalang din natin si Angelique. Hindi nila alam na meron din ako mga, hindi naman siguro ambisyon, pero parang I had already pictured myself doing something like that. So, ayun.
From a parang
trainee. Yes,
like,
yung parang observing, writing. Nung time yung telex, tagapunit ng telex, yung mga sa dyaryo, rewriting yung mga stories from the newspapers into broadcast scripts. So yun, nakita nila and they said, sige, let's give her a try. Kasi
si Mel Tiangco, nandito rin that time, di ba, sa PTV4?
Pero sa gabing-gabi siya. Okay. Siya yung late night news and in fact talagang nandito rin yung PBA nun eh. Yung natatapos yun ng I don't know what time. So kung minsan sumasalang sila, talagang halos 11 o'clock, yung gabing-gabi na, almost midnight, ganun. Hindi pa kami masyadong nag-eyeball to eyeball noon ni Tita Mel.
Pero alam ko, nag-host din siya ng Meet the Press eh. Marami din siyang, actually, she got her teeth dito sa PTV4.
Yes, a lot of
you.
To be
Corina was a weather girl.
Corina, yes. We were all together. So nag-weather si Corina. Si Cez was already a reporter and I was like a segment host for Good Morning Manila.
Ito ba yung kay Merce Henares?
Yung kay Merce Henares.
Okay.
And then, actually, hindi ko yata siya naabutan. Si Baby O'Brien and Johnny Letton. Sila na. Kasi nag-America na yata si Merce Henares. No? So, wow, talaga history. Oo, so...
si Merce Henares, dating wife ni Tom sa Pepito Manaloto.
Ayun na.
Yun.
Ayun ang mga peg ngayon.
Yun.
Okay, so I used to interview, ang tawag dun sa segment ko was profiles. So I was already interviewing artists, yung mga newsmakers, yung mga what their life was like behind the, outside of the office, yung mga ganun. So it was nice.
So this was before EDSA 1?
This was before EDSA 1. Okay. In fact, kami yata yung mga huling tao sa loob ng studio nung time na nagkaroon.
Pero ang studio ng MBS 4 was in ABS-CBN.
Yes,
yung
sa Bohol.
Sa Bohol na Sergeant Esguerra na ngayon. Okay. Nandun kayo. Okay.
And I remember hindi pumasok si Baby O'Brien at si Johnny Litton. So, ang nag-host ng program was me. And then, sabi ko pa nga, I hope to see you tomorrow. Pero ang alam namin, meron ng nag-gather na ang tao sa EDSA. Hindi na nga actually sila makadaan. Kaya hindi sila nakapunta sa studio. And then finally, nung, when Malacanang fell, or when people were able to enter yata the building nun eh. So, nandun kami, sa lobby, nakaupo. Tapos, ini-interview naman kami ng NHK, ng international news organizations. It was really, an experience.
Okay, so and then, after that,
si David Nye,
if
you remember David Nye.
David Nye, nag-RPN. RPN 9. Si David Nye lang, parang siya yata yung naka-scoop doon sa film set, Manila Film Center, collapse.
Ayun, okay.
Yun.
Well, nung time na yun, magkakasama na rin kami dito sa MBS 4. And then, so, nung pare-pareho kaming walang mga trabaho noon, then he said, hey guys, ABS-CBN is reopening.
Okay.
Maybe we should send in our
resume
and our Betamax tapes. Pero ito yung Betamax na hindi, hindi bold. Yung mga nagawa namin.
May scandal na noon. Meron na.
Pero sabihin yung mga nagawa na namin. So, actually, when we submitted everything, nakapasok kami. David, si Corina, myself,
Mel,
and Mel, and a few others. Si Cez hindi pa noon. She was still here. She was still staying at MBS. Hindi pa siya handang lumipat.
TV Patrol, nag-audition ka pa?
Ang TV Patrol was in 1987.
March.
When I joined in 1986, hindi pa siya TV Patrol noon. It was Balita Ngayon. With Tita Mel and the late
Frankie Evangelista?
No, wala pa si Kaki ko noon.
Robert Arevalo. Okay.
And myself.
So tatlo kayo?
Tatlo kami noon. And then, dumating si Freddy Garcia, si Mr. Garcia.
Nananggaling naman ng GMA.
Channel 7.
Okay. Hindi. Si Freddy Garcia was ABS-CBN, nagpunta ng GMA, bumalik sa ABS-CBN.
That's right. Oo.
Umiikot lang kami.
Alam niyo, maliit talaga industriya natin, di ba? So, nung dumating siya, he decided, among many things, talagang ni-revamp niya lahat. Alam naman natin, he's also a genius in sales. Alam niya kung ano yung mga, hinahanap din ng mga audience.
May pulso ng masa.
Oo, alam niya, hinahanap din ng mga salespeople, no? So, anyway, ng mga sponsors. Okay, so when Freddy Garcia was asked to join ABS-CBN as general manager, ang dami niyang binago. Kasi nga, alam niya yung pulso nga ng masa, kilala niya yung mga, kung ano rin hinahanap ng mga advertisers, So, doon naging nabuo ang TV Patrol. TV Patrol was like a joint project of the news department and the production department. At that time, I was production eh. Tapos ang dala ko nun was Star News. So, ayun, Tita Mel, Kuya Nolly, and Kaki ko. Pero yun na nga, it was revolutionary. Kasi unang-una, para kaming pamilya. Yung merong mga iba-ibang edad. Tapos ako yung bunso.
Hindi. Kaya nga Jik ang tawag sa'yo, di ba?
Yes. Tapos yung Kaki was the wise one kasi he was like the oldest. Then Tita Mel was like ang tita ng bayan, di ba? And Nolly was the kuya. So, maganda yung chemistry namin. And in fact, it worked so well that I think the other stations started to follow that mold, no? Yung format na yun.
Kasi it was parang, it was a newscast para sa masa. Di ba? And then, it brought in viewers. Kasi noong araw, hindi mahilig manood ng news ang mga Pilipino eh.
Parang masyadong stiff yung dating, tsaka parang hindi ka interesado. Ngayon, yung mga storya mas relatable. At saka yung mga, medyo, at some point then, the crime stories medyo naging rin yan eh, controversial din. Kasi pag merong mga na-ambush talagang ando dun sa eksena agad ang TV Patrol, ano. So eventually it was toned down. Pero nung una talaga it was kind of like very
So you were with ABS-CBN 1986, 87 nag TV Patrol, and then hanggang 1993.
Yes.
Pero ano ang mga maiinit na issue na hawakan mo na alala? Ano mga intriga ng mga panahong 'yon?
Nako, kasama diyan yung ito talaga ang walang kamatayang kwento ni sino nga ba, To All the Girls I've Loved Before?
Si Julio Iglesias?
Yes, exactly. Nakuha namin ang exclusive interview sa kanya somewhere. So yung interview was somewhere in Cubao. And then because medyo mahilig ako mag-Kastila, kasi naman ako, I am fond of languages. So binati-bati ko siya na, hola, kumustas? Muy bien, ganyan. So parang kinilig-kilig siya. Tapos yung interview pa namin nun, it was like a shoulder shot. So nakatalikod ako sa camera. Yung camera was behind me. Tapos nasa harap ko siya. And yung tuhod namin parang konti na lang
magigit-gita na.
Magigit-gita na. So siguro parang feeling close, no? Abay nako, at one point talagang, ewan ko, talagang persona niya yon. He stopped, held me by my shoulders, and gave me a smack on the lips. And I was like, cut! Ganon, sobrang shock ako.
Yeah.
Tapos,
and your husband is watching this.
Hi, honey, sorry.
Julio Iglesias naman yun, okay lang.
Hindi okay sa kanya.
Hindi okay sa kanya.
Oo, kaso at that time, hindi pa naman masyadong uso yung mga, ano nga tawag dyan, yung sexual harassment and all that, yung issues, It was like, everybody was like, kaya simpatika. Parang tontuwa silang lahat. So ako naman, I just took it as like, okay, alright, cut muna tayo ha. We're not airing that part. Tapos tinuloy na lang namin yung interview. It was a very light.
Did he even
friendly.
apologize?
No, he thought it was cute. And everybody else around him thought it was cute. And I just dismissed it as siguro, sige, one of the hazards of the job. Ganun. And then when we got back to the studio, alam ko, kapos kami sa oras. Normally, I supervise the editing of the story. So sabi ko kay Mario,
Dumawal.
Sabi ko, Mario, alam mo na kung anong gagawin ha. Tanggalin mo yung part na yun. Tapos ganyan. Tapos ako na bahala. Sige na, mag-ayos ka na ganyan. Nako, tapos ito na, nag-start na yung story, yung TV Patrol. Tapos nag-start na yung story nga. Oh my gosh! Ni-replay pa 3 beses. 1, 2, 3. Sabi ko, Mario, I'm gonna kill you talaga. Yung pala, enjoy sila. Nagtatawanan lahat. So, yun. That was one of the talagang strangest and for me, well, memorable because it was, out of this world experience.
Yeah, well, everybody gets to experience that kung broadcaster ka once in your career.
And pag live,
yeah,
and anything and everything goes, diba? So alam ko 2 shot pa kami noon ni Kuya Nolly, and he was like looking at me and laughing and parang enjoy siya. Ako naman sabi ko, tapusin na natin 'tong story na to.
Napalo ka na ni Mommy at Daddy?
Hindi naman. I guess they just let it slide.
Do you have a footage of that?
Alam mo, kasi nung nag-inayos nila yung library, ang saya-saya kasi ng library ng newsroom noon eh. So, it's somewhere there. Unless they decided to dub over it, then it's lost forever.
Would at this point of your life, gusto mo bang lost siya forever?
Okay lang, kahit hindi na maungkat. People who saw it siguro, na skandalo or kinilig. Kasi actually, may mga tita ako, nung nakita ko sila after a few days, abay, kinilig-kilig. Uy, swerte mo naman! Naligang ka ni Julio Iglesias. Seryoso ka? Feel na.
Pero hiwalay na sila ni Isabel Preisler noong araw.
Yes, I think nung time na yun wala
na sila. Isabel Preisler was the Filipino wife of Julio
very
Iglesias.
Beautiful.
Isa sa pinakamagandang Pinay yun.
Na nandirahan
Next
sa
to you.
Espanya. Naku, ate. Very, very beautiful lady.
Yeah,
Happily married na to I think he's a minister or something in the Spanish government.
Hindi, basta nung araw kasi, eto, pag nanonood kami ng TV Patrol nung araw, we all waited for Angelique. Kasi para bang, for all the masamang balita, bigla all of a sudden, para may sunshine na dumadating.
Yeah, it was like a breaker.
Diba?
Kasi nga, ang mga balita, alam mo naman, di mo ma-predict, di ba? And so, ako, for me, it fit me at that time kasi unang-una mahilig ako kumanta. So, I interview singers.
Okay.
Mahilig ako sa theater, sa acting. So, I interview the actors and actresses. So, talagang and it gave me parang flexibility pa rin to sing and to do projects
As a matter
on
of fact,
stage.
naging contract star ka ng Bell Records.
Naging contract star ba ako?
Well, you did a single.
I did one song with
Okay.
Menchie. Oo. Hindi na nadagdagan.
Uy, hindi, pero I remember yung mga taga-Octo Arts sila or Ilakat, sabi niya, wow, that girl can sing.
Yeah. Hindi ko lang nasundan.
Oo.
Naging busy.
Hindi,
Pero tapos
kasi, kaya hindi nasundan. Kasi, yun nga, nagkaroon ka ng Julia Roberts moment mo ng araw. Ito yung Runaway Bride. In fairness, mas nauna siya kay Julia Roberts maging Runaway Bride.
They just copied the story.
Hindi, kasi you had to leave. You were at the top of your career in ABS-CBN. Tapos, because
when you're young and you want.
Kasi iba na meron namang nag-aasawa, tapos bumabalik din. Bakit kailangan mo mag-resign?
Hindi kasi nung time na yun, sa ibang bansa talaga kami titira. We were supposed to live in Hong Kong.
Okay.
So I could not continue with my work in the Philippines. Hindi pa uso Zoom nun eh.
Okay.
So it would
Telex pa nga lang eh.
It would have to be finding something there. Na pinaplano ko rin. I was talking about it with Gabby Lopez then. But of course, other things, it didn't happen that way. So, ayun.
So, I hope you don't mind, pero 30 years na naman nakalipas. Ano ang nangyari ba talaga?
Hindi lang talaga naupol, siguro. Maybe I was still growing up.
Okay.
And maybe he was also growing up. We also needed to mature a little more. And baka talagang it was not meant to be kasi a prayerful person naman ako eh. Prayerful person din siya. And nung time na yun, it didn't feel right.
Pero the thing there was, nasa LA na kayo. This was this the night before the wedding?
It was close to
Alam ko kasi
parang ni-research mo ako
kasi
memory mo.
Kasi pagbalik mo nagkwento ka sa mga may pinakwento.
Nag-press con. Nagkwento ko kila Ricky Lo, kila Manay Ethel.
Yeah.
I think meron time na nagkwento.
Oo. Pero yun na nga. What was that exact moment na sabi mong ayoko, hindi ko itutuloy?
Actually, ako nung time yun, it was like wait muna. It wasn't like ayoko na. Gusto ko lang wait muna. Pero syempre yung wait, when you say wait, iba yung dating dun sa kabilang side. So yung wait for me was like wag na. So ganun siguro yung interpretation. And then that's why it was really hard kasi it wasn't what I thought.
So nagka-atrasan na.
Oo. So hindi na talaga natuloy.
Kasi I can imagine may venue na noon that time, di ba?
Yeah, pupunta na lang ang mga bisita. Tsaka
Yun na, bisita na lang hinihintay kasi may wedding dress.
So, everything was complete na.
Tapos biglang,
It was really, when we talked about it before, it was really not by my power alone. I think it was probably also, I would like to say, nandiyan yung Holy Spirit. Talagang, I was just the instrument. Ako lang yung nagkaroon ng lakas ng loob, siguro na sabihin, wait.
Hindi ba nagkaroon ng digmaan ng angkan nun?
Hindi naman, tahimik naman. Very civil naman lahat.
Funny question lang ha. Okay. Nung hindi natuloy yung wedding, sinuli niyo mga regalo.
Siyempre.
At ganun ba talaga yun?
Oo, kasali yun sa protocol. Oo.
Paano pa kung nabuksan mo, napunit mo na yung wrapper?
Oh, you just send it back anyway. Oo.
Hindi mo sinilip?
Pero yung iba alam namin kung ano. Pero it was the right thing to do.
Kasi di ba iba
Kasi nasa States kaya, yung iba nandun naman. So, they were able to get their gifts back.
Sa ganun pala, no? Pero, may alam ako hindi nagsasoli.
Ay, wala. Hindi naman natuloy yung wedding, so dapat isoli.
Ayun. Hindi, pero yun na nga. Hindi, ito na lang. Kasi para na maklaro na lang. Kasi, ang paniwala ng tao, it had something to do with the prenup na ayaw mong pirmahan.
Walang prenup.
So, hindi totoong...
Talang lahat yun, ang galing talaga ng mga sumulpot na mga balita. In fact, sinabi pa nga na nagkaroon ako ng nasira ulo ko or napunta ako sa mental hospital ng Makati Med and then namatay ako and then I was cremated in Hong Kong. Ang daming mga anik-anik na mga kwento noon. But I was far away. It was really my brother who was just sending me mga tabloid headlines. Sabi ko, wow, grabe naman pala yung mga balita dyan. But since I was far away, medyo na-shield din ako.
So, nagpaiwan ka sa LA?
I needed to, to recover.
Oo. Teka.
Change of environment.
So, in other words, pagka let's say narinig mo yung pangalang Manny Ayala ngayon, ano ang...
Well, he was a friend, we were we were a good team when we were together.
Kasi taga-ABS din siya, di ba?
Oo. So, naging part siya ng buhay ko, naging part siya ng kung sino rin ako today, di ba? So, it's all good.
Tapos, pero nag-asawa siya agad, di ba?
Hoy, Botch, tumigil ka na. Hindi ko na masasagot yung ibang tungkol sa kanya because we really didn't communicate.
Like, hindi mo ba siya nakikita since then?
Hindi.
Okay, parang tayo lang 30 years. So, mabuti nga tayo after 30 years nagkita eh.
Oo, tama.
So, ito, okay, yun na. So, pero kasi, did you try going back to ABS?
Well, it was always open naman eh. Kaya lang I just needed parang to explore other things and be like yung I had control of my time and my schedule. Kasi, syempre, going back to a network and being parang part of the whole system again meant talagang 9 to 5 job or kumisan 9 to 11 p.m. ng gabi. So, and pag merong mga assignments, it was part of the job. Pero when I became a freelance host, I could control my schedule.
What?
So I accepted projects that I liked, and I could say no to those I really didn't want.
By freelance host, so what were you doing?
So I did Action 9 with yung tatlong barako. Actually, tatlo sila noon. Si Ray Langit, Montulfo, and the late Dong Puno. Silang tatlo lang dati. And then ako yung ako yung nag-iisang Rosas.
As always.
So, 4 kami noon and we all had our different advocacies. It was really wild kasi ang lalakas ng mga personality eh. So, sabay-sabay kami nagsasalita. Ganun, wala kaming... It was just really fun to work with them. Oo.
Kasi alam mo, yung pag-alis mo sa ABS-CBN, ang daming buhay na naapektuhan. You'd be surprised.
Talaga?
Unang-una, and it changed lives, ha?
Oh, really?
Okay, sige, bakit hindi? Okay,
Bakit
ito.
nga ba?
Ito. One, si Christine Persola ang pumalit sa'yo.
Oh, yes.
Si Tintin Persola, babaw na ngayon. Nakasama ko sa Showbiz Linggo. Kasi parang naging ang deal was, she'll be doing Star Patrol, tapos co-host ng Showbiz Linggo. Na, in a way, salamat na rin sa mga ginawa mong sa mga pagbabago sa buhay mo.
Dahil na-introduce ang ibang tao
Oo. At ang pinaka-importante sa lahat, nakakuha siya ng matinong asawa dahil sa'yo.
Yeah. Actually, noong time na yon, nagsisimula pa lang ang global. Wala pang formal TFC noon. So, nagpapadala kami ng mga news programs. Ang co-anchor ko noon was Julius Babaw. Kaming dalawa. So, yun ang pinapackage ni Monchet Olives. Pinapadala noon sa mga parang mga stations pa lang noon, ano. So we were just
kasi wala pa TFC.
Wala pa, hindi pa.
Wala pa TFC noon.
I saw Julius when he was starting out pa lang.
Yeah.
Kaya natuwa ako na silang dalawa.
Oo nga eh.
Nagkatuluyan.
So, di ba? Pero wala kang panghihinayang that you gave it up?
Kasi I looked at it always as where God was putting me. No? Alam mo kasi madasalin akong tao.
Okay.
So, may mga bagay na maybe siguro my own understanding, limited lang. Pero I leave a lot to the wisdom of God. No? So, maybe sa tingin ng mga nating ordinaryong tao na parang ba't mali or hindi mo dapat ginawa yun. Pero ako, I felt like I was always guided whenever I made a decision. So, yun.
Would you consider that the darkest chapter of your life?
Pretty much, yeah. I was really down. And talagang my parents, my family, they were sobrang talagang supportive of me. Kasi my days there talaga parang tulog ako lang tulog. Yung talagang depression. I think I knew what it was like to end one's life. I never attempted it because I didn't think it was right, but I knew what drove people to do it. You know what I mean? Sasakay kami ng mga, alam mo yan, yung mga Ferris wheel, yung mga roller coasters na bumabaliktad na ganyan. Minsan feeling ko, okay na ako, mahulog na ako. Paano bumigaw yung aking seatbelt or whatever, yung ano man yan, yung clamp. Okay lang yan, para matapos na yung pain. It was a physical pain, talagang, parang yung puso mo talaga hiniwa, tinadtad, nilagyan ng suka at saka ng kalamansi. Yung talagang, it was palpable pain. So I knew what drove people to desperation. But because I went to mass every day, I prayed a lot, it kept me alive and kept me going and knowing na there's a plan for you, just be strong.
So how soon ka naka-move on?
Well, kasi 6 months ako sa States and then pagbalik ko dito, nag-start na ako dun sa dumating yung offer ng Action 9.
Yung tatlong barako.
And I felt it was a good change of environment, change of pace, change of people I was working with. So maganda rin. Na-introduce din ako sa mas machong mundo.
So hindi sa mga 99 would be more macho than them, no?
Exactly talaga.
So mga anong year ito? 90
siguro 95, 96?
95, 96. Yun.
Siguro.
Tapos, and then, pero, na-meet mo naman si Mr. Ramon Mayuga.
Yes.
After, mga ano year to?
Actually, mga 94, 95.
94. Kwento naman love story.
Wala.
Successful naman eh.
Si Pat P.
Si Pat Pidasa.
Yes. Meron siyang role dito. Kasi nung time na nasa States ako, nandun din siya. She was exploring her options there. And then so, sabi niya, sige, pagbalik ko sa Pilipinas, set up kita with somebody. So meron silang, she and her ex-brother-in-law set up someone. Nakilala nung ex-brother-in-law niya, si Mooney Lim.
Na dating asawa ni Tony Rose Gaida. Ang alita mundo, no? Okay.
Exactly. So, ayun, sabi niya, sige, mag-dinner kayo, ganyan. Alam mo, that was my very first ever blind date. And in fact, kasama ko pa yung yaya ko.
Okay.
Kasi I would not ride a car with somebody na hindi ko pa na-meet ever, diba? So, yung yaya ko nandun sa harap, driver niya nasa harap, nandun kami sa likod. And it was really kind of funny. Pero parang something about parang nag-click kami agad eh. So in fact, we celebrate our anniversary is the day we met. March 14, 1994. The day we met.
He was in the petroleum business ba?
Yes, he's actually basic petroleum, dabbled in oil explorations, ganun. It's so funny, pero when I was growing up, parang meron akong idea na I might marry somebody in the oil exploration business. So yun na nga, kinento ko sa kanya yun. So it was just funny.
So, is he still with the petroleum business?
He retired.
He retired na.
Oo.
So hindi
No.
ka namin pwedeng tanungin kung tataas o bababa ang
Naku.
gasolina para makapagpagas na kami
Hindi ko
ba't kasing sa
masasagot.
taas.
But he teaches in Ateneo now. He's still a professor in Ateneo.
Teaching.
He teaches strategic management sa mga fourth year students of management.
But when you met him, when you got married, he was already 50, di ba? That
Yeah,
time?
he's a little older. He's older than me.
First marriage ba niya, if you don't mind?
Well, he annulled na
Yung first niya.
So,
Pero,
ano naman, we clicked kasi. Pareho kaming Atenista. Natutuwa nga siya kasi when he was still in college, hindi pa niya, I think yung may mga batchmates sila na tutol na pumasok ang mga babae sa Ateneo. Then little did he know that he would eventually marry a product of the Ateneo na babae na tinutulan nila nung batch nila.
kasi this was
In the
happened in
70s.
mid-70s kasi
Oo,
Lasal muna,
Yes.
tapos Ateneo nagpapasok na rin ng
So nung time
babae.
yun, ayaw pa nila ng mga babae. And then yun na nga, actually natuwa din siya na we share the same passion. We would go to basketball games together. Yung talagang we would
Sa
cheer
gym.
for our school. And then ito, yung mga games sa Araneta, sa Boa, talagang iniikot namin yan nung time na hindi pa masyado masama yung traffic. Coming from the south, going to the city.
So, pero hindi na kayo decided not to have kids anymore.
Oh, we tried. Pero kasi I started late eh. So it's hard. It was hard for me. And yun na nga. I think ang role ko talaga is tita ng bayan.
Pero so tita ka ng mga anak niya from the
Oo.
previous.
So,
Ilan yun?
dalawa sila.
Mabait naman. Mabait.
Oo, they're-
Friends kayo kayo.
Yeah, oo. We get along. And they have kids na rin now. So now I'm the lali. I'm lali
Sila,
chick.
sila lali ang tawag.
Lali ang tawag nila sa akin. So syempre, di ba pinapaganda yung iba ayaw ng lola, yung iba so mamita, di ba? So ako
ikaw
naman,
si Lali Aldiger.
Oo, Lali Aldiger sisters.
Hindi kasi di ba yung Angelique ngayon, di ba? Ang pag sinabi, matutulog siya, ang lakas nga mag-Angelique Lazo, di ba?
Yung humihilit.
Oo, ibig sabihin maid ka na.
Oo.
Kasi kasama mo na si Hagardo Versosa.
At saka si Stress Drilon.
Si Stress Drilon. So, mga maid na kayo.
Oo nga, kasama na kami sa local lingo.
Oo, di ba?
diba?
How does it feel? Di ba flattering?
Actually, nakakatuwa.
Or bawal mag-Sharon?
Actually, oo.
O yung magbalot. You know,
Ang nakakatuwa, kung minsan, may mga, kunyari, trainees kami.
Mhm.
And then, pangalan nila Angelique. So, I would ask them, I go,
Ano year ka pinanganak?
at saka bakit ka tinawag na Angelique? Sabi niya, kasi po yung mami ko pinangalan ako sa newscaster. Tapos biglang, ako yun eh. Or kaya, funny, order ka ng drink sa drive-thru ng Starbucks, tapos yung babae, makikita mo yung name tag niya. So, tanongin ng husband ko, ang pangalan mo pala Angelique. Ba't ka naging Angelique? Kasi po, ang nanay ko po mahilig manood ng TV noon, pinangalan sa newscaster. So, tuturo niya ako, ito siya, So, I think there's a bunch of Angeliques out there that were named because their moms used to watch TV Patrol.
So, mga kasabayan niya yung mga Susmita Sen of the Philippines. Kasi marami din pinangalan ng
Tama,
Susmita din eh.
Sen.
Oo.
Tapos, nung uso pa yung mga fan mail, na talagang literally mga sulat dumadating sa ABS noon. Merong mga nanay doon sinasabi, sabi ko sa anak ko, kailangan inumin niya yung kanyang gatas, ganyan. Para pwede siyang manood ng TV, pwede kanyang panoorin, yung ganun. And then there's another one. It was written by someone who was incarcerated.
Oh.
Tapos sabi niya, although my my arms are behind bars, my heart is free to love. Oh my goodness, like, oh my gosh.
Sinagot mo?
Tinatry ko namang sagutin lahat ng mga sulat nun. Pero syempre, very cautious lang ako. Kasi ayaw mo naman magbigay ng false hope. Basta it was very friendly letters naman sila. Nung uso pa ang mga fan mail na talagang
Oo, merong araw. Pero may hate mail na rin.
Oo, pero salamat sa Diyos, wala naman ako natanggap na hate. I don't know, maybe may nagsiscreen, pero
parang ako yun. Kung ako lang mabait ako.
Pero kasi, minsan hindi na gusto ng taong malaman.
Yeah. Sa ano to. Tapos, okay, so, yung RPN9 mo, di ba? So, from ABS, RPN9 ng ano mo. So, ngayon, paano ka nabalik dito sa, talagang you've come full circle?
It's really
sa PTV4.
Interesting.
Okay.
Kasi, nung time na presidente si Presidente Gloria, she was my professor in Ateneo when I was taking up my master's in economics. And siya lagi yung nagbabanggit noon. Nung unang mga panahon na in-interview ko siya noon, hindi naman ako natatakot kasi diligent student naman ako. So,
kaya ka nga naalala eh.
Naalala niya, sabi niya, you're my favorite student. So, ko, oh, okay. So, nung time na yon, when she was president, no, actually, you know what? She's my ninang sa kasal. When she was still vice president, tinanong ko siya if she could be my ninang. But then because we got married in the States, that would mean she would have to go to the States. Si the late Renato Cayetano, Senator Cayetano, was also my ninong kasi magkasama naman kami sa Compañero y Compañera sa GMA 7.
Okay.
So, nung time na ikakasal na ako, they both said yes. So, si Senator Rene Cayetano was in the States, in LA, at the wedding with his son, Senator Alan.
Alan Peter
Cayetano, silang dalawa nandun. Kasi nga naging close kami because of Compañero y Compañera na nag-air sa Channel 7 noon sa gabi. News yata, or no, after the news?
Hindi, after the news sa gabi.
After ng news ni Tita Mel sa gabi.
Sa gabi.
Okay, so, nung time na kinasal kami, 2000, nandun siya sa States, sa LA. So, he was able to attend my wedding. But, si GMA, hindi makaalis. Kasi nung time na yun, magulo na rito. Pwedeng parang ganyan na yung position ni Erap na things were happening fast and she could not leave. So, hindi siya nakasama sa amin sa wedding.
You got married at Holy Trinity Church?
In La Cañada. Saan nga ba? Pasadena.
In Pasadena, in California?
Yes, oo.
Okay.
So, ayun. So, ang nandun dun was Senator Cayetano and Senator Alan.
So, how is home life na? Kumusta si Mrs. Mayuga ngayon? Sanay ka na bang Mrs. Mayuga ka?
I still get away with being Angelique Lazo kasi because of my work on TV, diba, and radio.
Parang nag-screen name na talaga.
Talagang screen name na siya. Pero my husband naman is he's very, what do you call it? He's secure. So, syempre, pag mga official stuff like passports, dapat yan, Mayuga na. And some, yung mga church, activities, syempre, Mayuga na ako doon. Pero pagdating sa radio at TV, okay pa rin. Or when I do some hosting jobs, okay pa rin if I use Angelique Lazo. Pero, actually, I'm managing 2 homes kasi there's our home and then there's my parents' home kasi I still also visit my parents and I'm with them pag weekdays. Weekends nasa Santa Rosa ako. So, dalawa yung inuuwian kong bahay. So, I do groceries for both homes.
You're only girl kasi, no?
I'm the only girl. Then I have 2 brothers in the States. Yung brother ko dito is a doctor, so he's really busy. So, I have a lot on my plate, but it's okay. I always look at things with a grateful heart. Kasi, my dad's 89 and my mom's 87 and I cannot be more thankful, no? Talagang, I'm happy that they're still around.
And they gave you a very good life.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why you became a good person like you are now.
Everything that I learned, I also got from them. The good things, yung being kind to people, yung being upright, yung having integrity. Ako, my dad, as a naval officer, kinukwento niya noon, when they were still patrolling the seas sa Zamboanga, ganyan, he was like the captain of the ship. Dumadating bayong-bayong na pera noon, sasabi niya. Tapos ang sabi ng daddy ko, Hindi ko kailangan yan. Pag nakita namin kayo na meron kayong tinatransport na mga illegal stuff, huhulihin namin kayo. Pag di namin kayo nakita, swerte kayo. So from mga stories pa lang niya before, mahalaga yung talagang morally upright ka. And so that's what he taught me and my brothers, and I think ayun. So everything that I do, I always remember that yung money will come, pero you earn it the right way.
Kaya naman sa tinagal-tagal mo sa industriya,
Oo,
never nabahira ng pangalan mo.
Oo, never talaga. Kaya talaga iniingatan ko yan kasi that's my dad's legacy. Ingatan niya yung pangalan niya. Hanggang ngayon, mahal na mahal siya ng mga younger officers niya, yung mga naging staff niya. When they see me, they ask about him. Sana he's still okay. Sabi ko, yeah, my dad's okay. He just has a few health issues, but he's generally okay.
And the kindness kasi.
Oo.
Kasi alam mo naman natin, yung sa ABS ng araw, may nagsasakalang mga newscaster.
Ba't nga ba ganon,
Oo, ng araw, di ba?
Oo. Masyado kasi yung
Pero ikaw wala kang nakaaway.
Yung rivalry.
Oo. Wala kang nakaaway, no?
Walang away na sabunutan. Wala.
Meron may nagsakalan.
Hindi ko na alam kung sino yung nagsakalan talaga.
Meron.
Bulong mo sa akin.
hindi, pero wala kang naging ka-intriga.
Well, you cannot help it siguro merong konting professional rivalry, pero it was just there. Professional lang talaga.
May rival ka ba nun?
Well,
I thought you were the only one up there.
no, you can't help it. Meron din, merong mga iba. Pero it's okay.
Mabulong mo rin sa akin
It's
mamaya.
part of any network naman yan. Meron
Teka, so, anyway, hindi kasi, okay.
Grabe talaga, pinapa-remember mo sa akin ng mga history.
O, di ba masaya?
Akala ko pa ba? Oo, okay naman.
Yeah. Hindi, pero okay. Kasi okay, ito, okay, you're here in PTV4. Kasi ako ngayon, parang sa'yo, from ABS, parang step down if you will go to PTV.
Other stations.
Kasi, parang let us bust that myth.
Ako kasi, like I said, bloom where you're planted. Kung you parang use whatever talent you have, you use it to the best of your ability, at meron kang purpose eh. So, ang purpose sa akin siguro ng Diyos, for instance, in Radyo Veritas, from Star News, naging good news. So, from talking about kwento about the stars, papakilig ka ng tao, ngayon you're helping people, think about their life, their spiritual life. Ganun. So, may meaning yon for me. Tapos ito naman sa government station, we want our government to succeed. So, kung ano man yung pwede nating maitulong para mag-succeed, it's not for the sake of the president or for any personality, but really for the sake of the people.
To disseminate information
Yes,
na
and for
useful.
the sake for better governance, and also for helping people where they are. Like, kunyari, meron kaming segment, it's called Malasakit at Work. Yung talagang we bridge. Ang dami, kunyari, pag meron may sakit ng bata na may butas sa puso, ang susulat sa amin, sunod-sunod, puro butas sa puso. And then kami, we try to link them with people who are able to help. Yung mga congressmen, yung kanilang mga social security, mga social welfare funds, kasi meron sila, they're able to tap into that they're able to direct their funds to help people. So kung meron kang matutulungan na tao, di ba, it means a lot. So ito, in the last siguro we've been doing this for the last so many years, ang dami na naming natulungan na pa-operahan.
How many lives you've saved?
Or yes, na normally maghahanap sila ng funds, they really talaga have to scrounge everywhere to find funding. Ito, we're there. We're the bridge. So, yun. So maybe iba yung level ng ABS-CBN or GMA7 with a government station like PTV, but I know that I have a role. I'm playing an important role, and that's what matters.
And we appreciate that. Yeah. So in the morning, sa Veritas ka, so para bang you help the soul.
Yes.
Sa hapon, nandito ka sa PTV4, you help the physical ailments of the body. So yun naman.
So it's like a holistic kind of...
Total package ka na bigla, ano?
Yeah. And yun na nga, like I said, bloom where you're planted. So
Yeah.
wherever I am, I try to do my best.
Nandun ka na sa point na giving back.
Yes.
Ito na yun, Ito na yun yung pagtulong mo sa
And hindi lang yun. Also outside of my work, I'm also active
church.
in the church. Oo. So, nandun ako sa Saint Benedict, lector commentator, and may tawag doon Lupon.
Where's
Parang for the
Saint
standards.
Benedict?
It's a Diocese of Imus. Oo. In Cavite.
Okay.
So, yun naman, I conduct, with my team of friends and volunteers, we conduct seminars, workshops, para kung ano yung skills ko dito, natuturo ko sa mga lector commentator. So, kasama na rin yun. Saan kami napupunta ng mga lugar to help people be better church workers. So, that's also giving back. No?
Teka, balik tayo sa TV muna. May naalala ko bang mga major bubos mo nung araw?
Oh, may langaw na dumapo sa ilong ko. Ewan ko, alam niyo sa totoo lang, ang mga langaw talaga ng Pilipinas, alam nila kung sinong nakabuton ang camera. Alam nila. Pwede naman.
Alam nila kung yung kulay pula ng ilaw.
Kagaya ngayon, ikaw, nagsasalita ka, merong mga namamasyal ngayon. So, ito, I remember noon, ako rin yung nagwe-weather noon. As in talaga yung langaw, umikot-ikot-ikot.
Ito na siya, alam mo.
And then naglanding talaga siya sa ilong ko. And I think I said something, lang yung langaw to. Ewan ko narinig. Pero it's very difficult to be straight-faced and formal na dinadapuan ka ng langaw. Talaga, ang mga langaw talaga, alam nila kung sino on cam. Ano sila? Camera hungry.
Meron silang dream for stardom.
Oo. So, ayan.
Dapat pala magkaroon ng talent search para sa mga langaw. So, yung kay Willie Revilla mo. So, lilipat talaga si Willie Revilla sa PTV4?
Ang tanging masasabi ko lang dyan ay, bumisita siya sa studio.
Okay.
Nag-picture-picture kami. Tinignan niya yung possibilities. And nag-uusap sila ngayon sa taas.
Okay.
Oo, kasi syempre, meron siyang mga gusto, tapos meron ding gusto ang studio, ang network. So I think may mga ina-iron out lang.
So, tuloy siya dito?
They're working it out. If they will come to an agreement. Kung ano man yung mga kailangan pang plansyahin.
Within the year?
Natin masabi. Basta we're all hopeful that things will work out. Pero wala pang final word nag-iintay lang kami lang.
But I can imagine everyone here is excited.
Yes, in fact, nakita na niya yung studio na pwede niyang magamit.
Di mas
pinakamalaking studio.
Di mas lalo wala kang mapaparadahan.
Good luck talaga to that. Isa sa mga problema talaga natin yan.
But at least, I have to say, mababait ang mga gwardiya nyo.
Very helpful sila. Kung pwede na patong-patong mga sasakyan
Oo.
So yun, tingnan natin kasi the GM of PTV, the network general manager, Ana Puod, talagang ang dami niyang hinawakang mahalagang mga posisyon. Hindi lang sa ABS-CBN, pati sa TV5. So meron siyang vision. Meron siyang vision para sa network. And she's an action person. Nakikita mo yung mga changes na nangyayari. So kami, like me, I observe and I see the changes as they're happening. So I'm hoping na yung mga mapag-uusapan nila will be beneficial with si Willie Revilla and the network.
Okay, sige, bago tayo mag-close. So, in other words, all your life, nakatigim ka ba, na-experience mo ba talaga maging talagang housewife? Naramdaman mo o hindi talaga? Kasi because of the career.
Part of my oxygen is broadcasting. That's my oxygen. Pag siguro, tinahi mo yung bibig ko, tapos hindi na makapagsalita, baka hindi rin ako makahinga. Kasi it's, waking up in the morning, parang when I wake up in the morning, I know I have a purpose. Aside from, of course, being, running our homes, and taking care of my husband and my parents. Aside from that, alam ko na meron pa akong iba pang, kailangan gawin.
Swerte mo rin sa husband mo, ha?
Actually, very understanding.
Di ba?
Oo, very, very, very. It's very secure din naman Oo.
Kasi we're talking of how many, 5 days a week here in PD.
4.5, oo.
In Veritas, tapos dito sa hapon.
Yes, oo. Kaya nga, Pag meron kaming opportunity to travel, yun yung revenge travel namin. That's when we're together talaga 24/7. So we try to carve out like, a couple of weeks or maybe 3 weeks, kung anong kaya na bakasyon para we can do things together. So traveling, kasi I have family abroad, he has family everywhere abroad. So yung pagbisita lang sa kanila, parang iniikot mo na yung mundo kasi sa dami nila. Meron sa Amerika, meron sa Europe, meron sa Australia, ako rin, diba? So yun yung aming parang togetherness time to be together.
Meron kang regret sa buhay?
Well, yung getting married earlier sana. I would have wanted to get married earlier.
To your present husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi nung time na yun, parang masyado akong, hindi ko inisip Hindi ko rin kasi masyadong pinlano yung partner. Kasi dapat yung dumadating lang yun ng natural, di ba? Oo. Hindi kasi nung panahon ng mami ko, talagang at 23, she got married na. So, nung una, ang goal ko was to get married at 23. It didn't happen. Hanggang sa sinabi ko, ay, di bali na. Bahala na si Lord. So, ayun. Ito yun. This is it. But it's okay.
I think God put you in the best marriage possible.
Kasi,
di ba?
Yeah, and I'm able to do different things. And I'm also able to take care of the people who are important to me. So, like I said, I leave everything, the wisdom to God. No, there are things that maybe I don't understand too well or hindi ko ma-explain. Pero it's the way it is because that's part of the plan of God.
Kasi had you been given an insecure husband, tignan ko kung magawa mo ito lahat ang ginagawa mo ngayon.
Matagal na akong
nakatali ka sa kusina.
Na goodbye. Pero ngayon, I can cook what I want, di ba? Usually weekends yan, ang time na nag-experiment ako.
So housewife ka ng weekend.
Yes, pero dito rin sa kabilang house with my parents, dahil gusto rin nilang parang sasawa sila nung paulit-ulit. So naghahanap ako ng mga recipes na magugustuhan nila. Like my dad, he likes Japanese food. So during the pandemic talaga, di ba, hindi ka makalabas o kaya sarado mga restaurants. Talagang napilitan ako mag-aral ng Thai food, Japanese food, Korean food, even Vietnamese, kung ano-ano talaga. Tinry ko para may bagong makain sa house. Succeed naman.
Yeah. And I can see you're very, very, very happy.
Yeah, and also kulang sa tulog.
Plus my choir tayo.
Then I have my ACS, which is the Ateneo Chamber Singers, by the way. The Ateneo Chamber Singers is a product of the Ateneo College Glee Club. Parang spin-off siya ng alumni. So kasi pag estudyante ka pa, college Glee Club ka. Pero pag graduate mo, hindi ka na pwedeng college Glee Club.
This is
so ito yung mga batch ng 2000, they were so galing. They actually swept awards in Europe. So they decided to continue singing. So nung time yun, Father Ben Nebres was the president. So Father Ben agreed that new choir would be formed ng mga alumni. And then of course, eventually nag-imbita ng mga friends from UP, merong isang taga-Lasal, ganun. Tapos ayun, naging Ateneo. Na
binubuli nila.
Ay, hindi. Galing-galing niya si Von de Guzman. He's one of the best theme songwriters, composers.
Nanalo ng Urian yan. Award winner yan.
Ang dami na niyang awards.
Ito ba yung Men in Music dati?
Ewan ko lang kung sumali siya. Kundirana yata siya nun.
Hindi, pero eventually. Kasi pag kundirana ka naman.
Baka nga
nung kundirana ka, estudyante ka eh.
Oo. So, ito, may mga invitation sa ibang, basta 60% should still be connected to Ateneo in some way. Tapos yung 40% pwedeng friends na not non-Atenean. So yun, we traveled, at least the time that I joined, more than 10 years ago, nakapag-Europe na kami twice. And competitions, talagang, ang husay ng aming conductor, si Jonathan Velasco. He's from UP.
I know him. Yeah.
Really magaling. So ngayon, he's working on his doctorate. So sa November yung kanyang second recitals for his doctorate. So kami yung kami yung kakanta for that.
When do you ever find time to rest?
Pasingit-singit. Tapos nawiwili pa sa manood ng mga K-drama. Nako, late comer ako pagdating sa K-drama. Recently lang, nung pandemic lang, Crash Landing on You. Dahil doon, Biglang, oh my gosh, there's a whole new world out there. And ang galing nila magkwento, ha? Ang galing ng storytelling, ano nila.
Actually, doon nakakaingit ang mga Koreans.
Tuwan-tuwa ako sa kanila. Ang bilis nila, they can create a series out of a grocery convenience store. Yung mga ganon.
At original lahat.
Oo, talaga ang dami nilang ideas. And so, ayan, kasama yan sa mga pang-relax ko. Cross-stitching on the side. I also cross-stitch.
Yeah.
Pampa-relax din.
Hindi pa patanggal ng ano to, yung nerves na.
Pero of course, hindi ko rin nagagawa. So, natatabi ko yung project ng mga ilang buwan. Ayun, so yun yung mga bagay. And then my dogs, of course. I have 30 dogs.
How many?
I have 30 dogs.
30?
Yes, oo. Kasi nung pandemic, hindi ako, pag merong nadadagdagan yung mga dogs, hindi ko sila na ma-rehome. Kasi I could not, diba? People were not friendly. I mean, we could not visit people and couldn't bring anything. Hanggang sa naging lumaki na sila and hindi mo na sila pwedeng i-rehome kasi attached ka na sa kanila. So, ayan, 30 dogs.
So, spayed and neutered?
Hindi na.
So, parami pa sila ng parami?
Hindi na. Naka-segregate. If they don't jump the backward.
Nagtatagumpay ba yung iba?
Meron ko minsan may nakakasingit pa rin. So, ayan. But I think I'm gonna keep it at 29 or 30.
Oh my God. So, anyway, hindi. Kasi for all the mothers who named their daughters Angelique, I mean, what can you say to them now? I mean, you've been in the business close to 40 years.
Actually, no? Hindi ako nagbibilang eh.
Well, I'm counting for you.
Sige.
What can you tell them?
Well, una, I'm actually very honored and flattered that you named your daughter after me. And I hope that they are also giving you much joy, no? They are living the best versions of themselves, diba? Being good daughters, and also hopefully finding their own their own purpose in life, no? Their purpose that is God-driven or faith-driven, kung ano man yung faith nila, na sana they are making a difference, a positive difference wherever they are today. So thank you for for seeing something in me, no? Maybe something good. That's why you also named your daughters Angelique. I'm really, really, truly flattered. It's a major compliment. Maraming pong salamat.
Ako naman, ang gusto kong sabihin
ano
sa'yo.
naman?
Hindi. Kasi, I mean, marami ka natanggap na parangal. Talagang achievements mo talaga hindi matatawaran. Pero, isa lang talaga ang ipinagpapasalamat ko kay Angelique Lazo Mayuga. Ito ay because you brought decency into entertainment reporting. Ikaw ang kauna-unahang nagdala ng dignidad sa pagbabalita tungkol sa minamaliit nilang show business. Kumbaga, naitaas mo yung antas ng reporting sa movies and television.
Thank you for that. Pero I think it was a team effort. Hindi lang ako.
But you were the face of the decency
of Star News. Pero it was because I had a good team of writers and reporters. Pangalanan ko na sila. Andyan, of course, si Mario Dumawal, the late Mario, who left us too soon. Si Boy Villasanta, si Joel Saracho, Obet Serrano, Roland Lerum, and even Francis Villacorta. Yan yung aming team nun eh. Madami kami eh. Pero unti-unti kasi people got busy, so ang nagtagal lang talaga was Mario. Until when I left, he completely took over it na. No? So, I'm glad that ABS also gave us a chance to do this. Kasi nga, hindi unheard of yun eh, na meron kang ganun as much space or time given in a formal newscast na meron kang ganyang, di ba, oras na binigay sa'yo. So, we had to really raise the bar kasi everybody was professional, di ba? Sila Tita Mel, Kuya Noli, Kakiko, iba yung level nila. So, kailangan talaga level up din.
At dito sa PTV4, was it the same pressure, stress or less?
Well, kasi work ethics ko naman is really, for me, it's ingrained. So whether there is a parang pressure from outside, it's always for me, I always have to give it my best. Always. So, kung minsan, pinapagalitan ko yung sarili ko if I didn't plan or I did not prepare enough for an interview or for a coverage. It's really a battle with myself more than with anybody else.
But I'm really very, very happy that you seem joyful. Yeah. And you deserve that happiness because you were always a good person.
I really think it's really I'm really I think of our life we're all just talagang passing through this life. And in the end, it's what do we show for it to our maker, no? It's not really the accolades, the awards, or the high ratings, or the number of houses and cars and everything. It's not that. It's how you loved. How did you love people? Yun ang mababaon nun. And maybe because I'm older now, I think about that, no? Like, what will I show the Lord when I finally face Him? Diba? So, yun. So, if things that I do now, are they promoting that? Is my behavior now something that is pleasing to Him? Yun ang bottom line ko. If it's pleasing to Him. Anything else outside of that, if it doesn't please Him, kunyari, I'm frustrated kasi I did not get this show. Dati talaga, pag mayroong mga frustration ako, talagang dibdib ko. Ngayon, I just let it go. I let it slide. Maybe it's not for me. In the end of, at the end of the day, is this gonna bring me closer to God or not? If it's not, then it's not meant to be. Ganon, yan ang attitude ko ngayon. That's why siguro I feel lighter and I feel less pressure.
Parang feeling ko naman that had always been your attitude.
Oo, pero
Kaya
even more.
di ba ikaw ang Miss Sunshine?
And I'm thankful for that. Siguro kung hindi, yung mga linya ko sa noo, tsaka linya ko sa mukha, baka mas malalalim na. Ngayon medyo lang.
And you still look great.
Thank you.
And I'm very, very happy for you.
Thank you, Boss.
Thank you so much. It
Ako.
was worth 3 decades bago tayo nakita.
Grabe. O sige, salamat.
And thank you again for when we were there, you were one of the nice people to me naman. We didn't get to work together, but when we would see each other in the corridor, at least kahit stressful kasi mas stressful ang show namin kahit once a week yun.
Yes, of course.
Pero pag nakita kitang nakangiti, nawawala lahat ang stress ko. And again, ito, walang trophy para sa decency, but I am giving that to you.
Salamat, and I accept it.
Yes, thank you.
Salamat,
Thank you very much.
Coach.
Angelique Lazo Mayuga.
Bye po.